And corn to Jack, so it's 1 pitch, 1 out. So we'll start off with Jack in the outfield. Jack's playing center. Christopher's in left, Aaron's in right. That's a weird alignment for me to broadcast it out, going to center to left to right. But 1 pitch, 1 out. And we got a left-handy in the box, number 23. Cole's going to work from the windup on this one. Defense is played medium depth, pretty straight up. And the delivery. And it's a swing and a miss on the outside corner. Cole's going to like to work ahead today. And he wants to pound the zone, and he wants quick innings. He's going to step off and spit. Get set from the windup and the delivery. And it's strike 2 on the outside corner. It's a nice place. So let's see what he does with the 0-2 count right here. Cole's going to take a long look in. Comes set the delivery. And kid's going to foul it off the left field line. Almost to the dirt.
Thanks for joining us for the semifinal match of May Madness here. Mike joining us along with my usual cohorts. We're going to call this game, even though Cole is one of our sons, not mine. Tony will
He's
be
mine.
So Tony will try to stay as objective as possible here, and if tensions get too high, we may have to run solo, which will be fine. Oh, why is my dad calling? Let's find out.
And it's strike 3 on the outside corner. That's a perfect placement on a 1-2 count, and it's 2 quick outs in the inning. So 5 pitches in the inning so far. The big righty wants to work, and he wants to work fast. And the number 3 hole hitter is going to step in. Cole's going to work from the windup. He gets a sign. He's going to start his motion with a leg kick and delivery. And it's over the outside corner, no call. It's a little bit low. Cole's going to want to challenge the right-hander up and in. That's where he comes, and he swung. And so he goes away, he goes up and in. And that's where he kind of wants to live right now. So when you see a check swing, Mike, it means you're not seeing it very well.
No, exactly. And you're not sure. Oh.
It's a nice pitch, low and inside, hoping to induce a swing on there. It was a little bit off the plate. 2-1 count. Cole steps on the rubber, gets the sign, the delivery. And that kid's going to foul it off. He's late. I would like to see Cole throw his off speed right here. It's a 2-2 count.
2-2 count with 2 down. Yeah, you got a pitch to burn. I am loath to want to put anybody on base, but this might be the answer. From the windup, call for a high fastball.
Yep.
He hit his spot.
Shakes the glove.
Hit his spot, but yeah.
So 3-2 count. First crucial pitch of the game. Here's the delivery. And it's a swing and a miss. So it's a quick 3 up, 3 down. And we're going to get the bats up. That's how we started, again, fast, and we like to see it.
We like to see that. That is the pace of play that works for the Jackrabbits. So happy to see that. For those of you that are joining us for the first time today, this is the now semifinal of the May Madness 12 AA's Silver Division. We are the number 1 seed. We have the largest run differential, fewest runs against, excuse me. That's actually how we got here. And that gave us the number 1 seed. But the Legends were also 2-0. They just they gave up more runs against. Earlier in their quarterfinal game against the number 5 seed, they had the lead, then lost the lead, then tied the game, then came back and won. So mirroring very much what our experience was in the quarterfinals. So,
and you know, we don't give out players of the game, but Gianni sure was clutch in that last game, was he not?
Yeah, we're not authorized to, but if we were, we would definitely give it to Gianni.
I mean, he settled us down, and he was unhittable for 4 innings.
Exactly. Yeah, 3 2/3. So that does get Gianni to 4 2/3 innings. Oh no, he was 4 2/3, wasn't he?
Yeah.
4 2/3. So I give him 5 2/3. So basically, Gianni is done as a pitcher this tournament because there's only 6 innings allowed. But Cole is going to be on the mound for us, and Cole can go all 6. He has no innings on his arm.
And it was a good sign that first inning. 9-pitch first inning. That's what we want.
You'd love to see that. Joe steps in.
Shows bunt. So, interestingly enough, number 34 is on the mound for Gray. That's the Denver Legend. So it's a battle of the 34 club. Joe shows bunt, pulls it back. That umpire loves the inside corner.
Yeah, he does. So same umpiring crew, but different positions. The ump that was behind the plate is now in the field. The one that was in the field is now behind the plate. And he's calling that one a ball. We're seeing 49 and 51 miles an hour on these last 2 pitches. So a level where our boys should be, from top to bottom, should be able to hit. So the Legends had to use a lot more pitchers.
Joe's going to spray that one to the right side, and it's going to be a play out first. Joe's going to leg it out. He needs to run all the way through that.
Yes,
Joe's
he does.
faster than that, but they weren't going to get Joe.
No, but that is a great swing and a great run. Now, the debate for us will be as we go up the seeding, and thus what should be a higher caliber opponent, are we running as much as we were running in the first 3 games? Joe is back because he never really left.
Well, Jack's analysis of this team said they can hit, but they're sloppy in the field.
Okay.
So if that's really the truth, I hope we put people in motion. There goes Joe, first pitch. Pop from the catcher. It's a non-competitive throw. And that ball, Joe! And Hunter's going to give him the stop sign. I would have sent Joe immediately. He was in the right position to do that. But Hunter wants Jorge hitting in this position with Cole looming on deck, Christopher in the hole, followed up by Gianni, which I'm almost certainly will see this inning. And that's who I want hitting right now, to be perfectly honest with you.
Big hole on the right side for Jorge, although he tends to be a pull hitter. That ball
Joe's going to advance on the pass ball. Catcher's got it. It's not going to be a throw.
was the first pitch a ball as well.
First pitch was a ball.
So 2-0 count.
2-0 count. Runner standing on third. Jorge's got his choice of what he wants to do right here. If he sees it, he's going to let it rip. And he's been pulling the ball a lot lately.
We have a timeout on the field for Joe to tie his shoe.
Three-0 count.
Ball very high. I just learned there's filters on the camera, so now I can do all kinds of things. Well, we're going to go with the outdoor setting.
Jorge swings on the 3-0 count straight to the second baseman. That's an RBI. Bags are going to be clear.
So the fielder's choice there is what that's referred to as. The fielder there had a choice. He could have thrown home or thrown to first. For batting average purposes, that is counted as an out. But that does put the first Jacks run on the board.
They're playing Cole to pull significantly.
Oh my
They
goodness.
Backed him up. Let's see if Cole can go Oppo Taco right here.
Yeah, you actually can't even see the right fielder on the stream because the right fielder is in line with the second baseman. He's that far over. Cole loves to take that first pitch strike.
He does.
But you know, he's due several pitches. He doesn't have to commit himself to that first pitch. Foul ball straight back. Shout out to reusable zip ties. That ball hit off the fence, and we didn't change one iota because I discovered through Jason Hoffman, who is the demigod of live streaming baseball, reusable zip ties are the answer. That I now not only have a magnetic base, but a
Cole's going to spray that. It's going to be a shot.
that was a ball
bullet.
probably left the bat at 80 or maybe even 85 miles an hour, right at the second baseman who made a. We have one down.
One down.
In steps Teddy.
So Teddy's got a runner at first again. I'd love to see Cole get put in motion.
Throw over. So respecting the big man.
How did he see that from the third base side? I don't know. The coach is calling that his hand was off. That's a tough angle to see.
Yeah,
that.
I mean, the field ump a little confused. He's like, I'm right here. I can see this. What are we doing?
Field ump was right in front of that play.
Yeah, the field ump is perfectly positioned.
So we got calls for parents calling nice pitch before it crosses the plate, and that's a standard tactic by parents.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, when they want the call, they like to shout that out.
Shout that out to try to put something in the ear of the home plate ump. Teddy with a
Teddy's
foul ball.
straight back, he's on it.
It's a really pretty cut from Teddy.
Straighten out, Teddy, straighten out. You got this.
I'm surprised we don't see a pitch runner for Cole at this point, a courtesy runner. You know, I'd love to put him in motion right now, but if they're not going to do it, let's get someone in there they feel comfortable putting in motion.
Yeah, don't have him expend any more energy than he needs to.
Yeah.
A throw over, but not really that competitive. Cole back. Is putting thoughts in the mind of Cole, though, about whether or not he's going to go. He does not. Teddy takes the ball inside. A very effusive mom on the Legends side who's excited about every pitch.
I'm venturing to guess that's her son, and it's a 2-1 count, and we'll see what her son does on this next one. Cole with the 2.5-step lead. He stays at first. Teddy sprays it, and yeah, it's going to be a double play. No, Teddy's going to beat it out, but yeah.
But
You know,
a second fielder's choice of the inning for a second out. That ball was up on his hands a little bit, kind of fisted it out to the second baseman. Again, does beg the question why we're not doing a little bit more running. You would have gotten rid of the force play there, but I haven't seen the catcher's arm, so I don't know. Maybe he's got a throw over. Teddy not quite ready, but thankfully the ball skips away from the first baseman. So 2 down now with 1 run in. Teddy with a step lead, maybe.
Teddy's
Teddy
off to the
going.
races.
Strike
Caught by
high.
the catcher. It's a high throw. Yeah, that ball didn't have much pace on it. I think that should be a good indicator of how we want to approach things going forward.
Yeah,
we
I
didn't see it. We saw it.
Yeah, now we're seeing it. That was a rainbow type throw. I think you got to put every runner, maybe except for some of our slowest runners, in the ground ball.
Great play by third baseman. Freezes Teddy. Teddy's going to take third. He's takes him off the bag. All around good baseball there.
That was excellent base running by everybody.
Gosh,
and
I'd
you
love
know
to watch
what?
Chris run. Good to see him on base.
I was going to say, Chris, had a really tough quarterfinal match, but in getting bat on the ball for this one, should get some confidence back. Now Gianni, who, again, it hit him in the tummy. Yeah, go take first. Gianni upset that the ball hit him.
Well, yeah, because I think we want Gianni hitting right now, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, we
with
do. Yeah, he's like, no, it didn't hurt.
Yeah.
It didn't hurt, so I don't have to go.
It didn't hurt, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, kudos to Gianni for not trying to catch the ball. I think we were right here several weekends ago.
Yes.
Sort of the same pitch.
No, he did it. Yep. Now bases loaded.
Big moment for Aaron right here.
The Legends pitcher looking a little rattled. Swing and a miss, the ball in his eyes. You got a wind whipping up here and all the unsecured plastic stuff flying all over the place. Apologies to the environment. Foul ball straight back. Now this is the difference between the Jackrabbits, say 3 or 4 weeks ago, and the Jackrabbits of this weekend. 2 outs, runners in scoring position. This weekend we've been bringing them in.
Yeah.
Weeks ago we were leaving them out there. So big key pitch here. Ball.
And Teddy's going to think about it. Everybody else is going to. I think Teddy had a play on that one, but with 2 outs, how can you blame him for the coach not telling him to stay? I get it.
Yeah.
That's what I saw.
But although we did get a shout from Coach Paul here outside the dugout saying, Teddy, you got to go. So.
And that ball's going to skip by him. Speed causes a lot of pressure. Christopher's going to turn and look at him. We're going to play station to station so far. We're not going to run ourselves out of an inning. That's clear.
Yep.
And we've got a 2-0 lead with runners at second and third and a bag open with Aaron that's swinging a super hot bat right now.
Yes.
It's a 1-2 count.
Aaron has gone from being a little bit timid at the plate to one where he's really taking the bull by the horns. Ball inside.
He's worked himself back into a hitter's count. And, I think Don Johnson owes him one on this one. If you guys remember from yesterday, Aaron broke his bat. and it doesn't really make a difference. He's going to get a hold of this one, and he's going to spray it to second.
Oh,
and second baseman's going to secure it, and a great inning. We won the inning. This is what we talked about in game one. You want to win every inning, and we just did that.
Yep. Put a crooked number on the board. Key there. 2-run lead for the Jackrabbits.
Go, boys.
Go Rabbit!
So, and we got quite a ways through our lineup too. So that's putting a lot of bodies seeing the pitcher. So that was definitely a good first inning for us. Could have been better, sure, but a good one, yes. And we can win this if we can put together 3 or 4 good innings and not have any bad innings.
So we got Jack and Christopher grooming the mound for Cole as he take up warm-up pitches. I would expect 3 to 5 pitches from Cole, and then he's going to call balls down. He doesn't like to do a lot of work in between innings. During the half inning, we had the Denver Legends coach go up to the field coach that he was chawing out earlier and give him a handshake. And I'm sure he said, let's be best friends. Let's stay on the same side here. And Cole's firing. Going around the horn. We got same battery ram here with Cole and Isai. From first to third, we have Joe, Ricardo, Jorge, Gianni. From left to right, we have Chris, Jack, and Aaron remains in right field.
I'm not that committed.
I just didn't know how committed you were. I needed to clear that up.
When it's convenient, I will save the earth. When it's inconvenient.
Nebraska, not Seattle.
Okay.
They don't have the dumpster diving.
Cole has a chat with the field ump as he continues to take his warm-up pitches.
Cole's quite the student of the game, so he understands that there's a soft side to the game as well, making friends, understanding how that goes.
Absolutely.
I also understand that there's some bragging we should be doing about Cole and his academics, talking about being smart. Dad, you wanna share with the audience?
That's absolutely right. I think Cole, the young man, did a great job in school this year. And Q4 is school, right? We got one more week. He actually got an Academia Award for his English and language arts. And you know, traditionally that hasn't been a strong spot for Cole, and he's put a lot of work in. And credit to his teacher, Miss Keys, who really pushed him to do that. And Cole wrote about 50 poems to kind of.
Whoa.
And,
5-0?
yeah, 5-0. He really put in the hard work and.
You wrote me one for Mother's Day.
Wow.
Yeah, so you know, it was
Stealing mom's
impressive to
heart.
see. He finished the year with a 3.5, and remember, they're student athletes, and students are first always in that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, bravo to Cole and to his teacher, and I'm sure the future love of Cole's life will also be appreciative of the 50-plus poems. Strike one. Good start.
Cole starts him off with a changeup here. Interesting. First pitch changeup.
Cole obviously feeling it today on the mound.
Oh, and that's a nasty slurve.
What was that?
That was a nasty slurve, and that's what you want. That was nasty. So you want to throw it so it's going to break towards the bottom of the zone, and it's going to fool the hitter. Now you can do whatever he wants here. I would go high fastball.
Yep.
Because it's going to look the
absolutely.
same.
And that's what Isai is called.
And it's a swing and a miss. And that's pitching at its finest right there. So 3 pitches.
3 pitches, 3 strikes, 1 out. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have an opportunity, go back 90 seconds or even 120 seconds and just watch that progression. Changeup, slurve, high fastball. Really, really top-notch pitching from Cole.
And that's the number 4 hitter in the lineup. We're going to get the number 5 hitter up now.
Waving
We'll see
his bat.
And he throws a slurve first pitch strike that just, if you can throw that pitch for a strike, you want that because they're going to have to swing on it. They're going to roll over to Gianni or Jorge, and that's honestly, that's where you want the ball going if they're going to roll over.
Yeah, those strong mitts on the left side of the infield.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But additionally, it sets up a
Foul ball.
foul ball. It sets up that curve, or that fastball there, where
They're
you
gonna
don't
be late.
know if you need to be swinging early or late. And clearly, he was swinging late.
So it's a 0-2 count, 1 out, 5 pitches in on the inning. Cole worked a 9-pitch first inning. We want to get the bats up and continue to put pressure on. And it's a swing and a miss on the nasty. So he's got the off-speed stuff working today, and that's clear.
Absolutely. You know, at this age, you have two pitches that you can get for a strike. You're going to be pretty unhittable.
Yeah.
So Cole's sister coming over and hitting the Good Luck Bunny, who starts to sing us a song. So I am all in favor of that. If every time he strikes out, we activate the Good Luck Bunny for a song.
He pumps in a first pitch fastball. Nothing the hitter can do with that one. It's strike one.
Strike at the knees on the outside corner.
So 2 outs. Cole's got 4 strikeouts on the day. He's working quick and fast, and his defense appreciates that. And it's a little dribbler. It's gonna be. Oh, someone's got to make a.
Oh, they didn't talk.
That's where Eastside's got to get that ball. You don't want the big boy. That's the catcher's ball right there. And as a result, it's going to be a 10-foot single.
Yep. I think what happened there was Cole motioned like stay back, but then said yours.
Yeah.
And so I think Eastside saw the hands, and that broke his stride. And there you go. So we'll see if the Legends decide to go. If they've done any scouting, they'll know not to go.
Yeah.
But I hope they haven't. I hope we can finish up our inning right here. Ooh. Aaron really needs to get on his horse and back that throw up.
He does.
He was hardly breaking there. Aaron also not one of our fastest players.
Eastside with the throw. It's right on target. He's out by about 7 feet. Golly, we can't say enough great things about Eastside, but let's talk about the sequence. You check them once, you check them twice, and then you let your catcher go ahead, and Eastside's on fire. You give him every opportunity to throw that runner out, and Eastside's been doing that, Mike.
Perfect throw. And a key thing about the placement there, not only did Cole check the runner twice, not just the courtesy first check, but the second one, which then makes the runner stay one step closer. Cole's pitch was high, allowing Eastside to pop and already be in the throwing position when the ball hits his glove, and therefore that's why he threw the guy out by 7 feet.
It's super good baseball. It's super
really
fun
good
baseball. I mean, it's quality baseball. So.
It is. So 4 up and 3 down. 4 up and 3 down. The batter will return there in the 3rd inning, but Cole almost facing the minimum at this point.
Yeah, and you know what? That's great because he's got the innings to burn.
Yep.
And and thinking forward, let's keep everyone fresh and with as many innings as possible.
Exactly. And just a reminder, we are playing at a faster pace here because Coach is trying to make that happen. We play better when we are playing faster. So.
Yeah. Hey.
Go talk to her. I got this.
No, I was just going to tell him, hey, nice pitches, but let's focus.
It's only 2. You got 6 innings.
Yeah.
You got to go. There's a very happy pitcher in the dugout right now. But all right. I was going to check and see where we're at on the semifinals here and see who the other semifinal game was going to be. Let me just check here. Again, the May Madness Caba tournament. We're the 12 AA silver. It had 16 teams originally. Now there are only 4 teams remain. Ricardo in with a bunt, but pulls it back.
Hunter said you're ready to hit now. I don't think we'll see the bunt again.
Vamos, Tocosito, vamos!
He's going to square around. He pulls it up pretty quick on the leg kick. Ricardo's ready to hit, and Ricardo got all of that one first. That's over the center fielder's head. It's going to roll about 250, and Ricardo's going to stand up on second with a leadoff double.
Not bad for Tocosito.
Now, what did we see in the last game, Mike? Ricardo standing on second. It took a couple batters for us to run him. I want to see the aggressiveness right away because Ricardo, and we have another conversation here between the Legends coach and I'm not sure what it's going on. I think I wouldn't be surprised if this draws a walk up from Paul, to be honest. I wondered.
Well, there was some question. He was making a motion like the fake bunt. Perfectly legal, nothing wrong with that. You can fake bunt all you want. You have to stay in the batter's box, of course, which he did.
All right.
So Jack now.
And Jack
pops up.
See if it drops. Oh gosh, it was almost a collision.
Yeah, shortstop does come down with that, but we almost saw a nasty collision there. So Jack again stepping towards first and then hitting it, robbing himself of all the power. If he'd stepped towards the batter, that ball goes in the left center in the gap. So 1 down, man on second.
And Eastside's up, followed by Joe. Jorge's in the hole. Eastside's been swinging the bat well, and I want to continue it. There's a lot of room on the right side. It's a back pick play.
He's safe.
They're saying he's got the hand in.
Time. Yep. That was a really well executed by the Legends.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and they caught Ricardo.
Ricardo's out by a mile.
He ran out of the base path.
What are they calling it there?
Yeah, the home plate umpire signaled that he was out. This is the field ump's call. It looked like to me he ran out of the base path.
Yeah, he did run out of the base paths.
Yeah. And, you know.
That is interesting. He did lift his foot and then spin. Is that not a balk?
I missed it, Mike. I'm not going to lie.
I think it was.
I think that's what Paul's asking right now, though.
Yeah, he lifted it and then spun, which is a motion towards home and an attempt to deceive. So. All right, ump's coming in. Ump's having a conversation. Paul shaking his head, walking back. So, unfortunately, we get second out of the inning there on a pickoff. Or caught stealing, I guess, probably what that would be.
Yeah, caught stealing.
Swing and a miss for Eastside. So, we got one of theirs on base. They got one of ours on base.
Eastside's worked himself into a 1-1 count. We got 2 out now. Eastside's going to start us back up here.
Yeah.
Joe's on deck, Jorge in the hole.
And if anybody's wondering about base paths, there aren't actual base paths, although we have foul lines. The key thing is that the runner chooses a line, a direct line from themselves to the base. And it can be on the between the bases, or it can be outside the base paths, but it has to be a direct line. And what we saw Ricardo do incorrectly is he sort of swerved around. And with 2 consecutive strikes, that ends the inning.
We're going to go to the top of the third, 2-0 Jacks.
Yep.
We'll give you the defensive alignment here in just a moment.
And Cole absolutely still pumping strikes for us, which is great. So just a heads up for those of you that are interested in how the rest of this, how the rest of the semifinals looking. So the North Jeffco Ballers are playing Slammers Freedom over on field 2. The Slammers Freedom won their game 10-9, also 1-run victors. The North Jeffco Ballers were able to dispatch Wyco 12-6. And the winner of our game here, the Legends and Jackrabbits, will play the winner of the Ballers and Freedom. In the roughly 4 o'clock championship game, we got a 15-minute late start here, so we'll see how that'll go. But that is honestly lining up. I think those are the 1, 2, 3, 4 seeds.
So it's going pretty according to plan.
Yeah.
Jack's trot back on the field. We had Christopher and Jack doing some groundskeeping for Cole in front of the pitcher's mound. Hunter's behind the plate now. I'm not sure if he's going to come into a game. If he does, he's going to need a uniform. But we did identify someone without a number yesterday. We just called him number 0. So
yes, the unknown pitcher.
Right, which got us talking about Walter Johnson. And I think these are the sort of the things that you talk about in between innings. So Isai is ready to go. He's got his glove.
He's put on the tools of the trade, if you will.
Yeah. So we're going to keep the same defensive alignment. Cole and Isai are battery mates. Joe's at first, Ricardo second, Jorge short, Gianni's at third. Going from left to center, we got Christopher and Jack that are playing a light game of catch. Aaron's going to remain in right playing catch with Teddy right now. And Paul had a quick conversation with the umpires to find out about that balk. It seems like the answer satisfied him, and we're going to go play top of the third.
So I play top of the third. And we're moving quickly. We have been through 2 innings in 30 minutes, so this is a fast-moving ball game. Maybe what I'll do is try to find a grown-up to talk to after this half inning. So the Legends coach still talking, just off of screen here with the field coach. Not certainly winning himself any friends.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's play ball. Let's play ball.
So the 6-hitter is going to be, that's a 7-hitter up.
Well, this is a return of the 7-hitter. He's already seen, 1 pitch, I believe, from Cole. It was an intentionally high fastball. So the conference between the Legends coach and the field ump has concluded. Cole will step onto the rubber in the wind-up position. Foul ball.
First pitch fastball, right down the pipe. Batter got a piece of it.
If you were in Cole's mind, what do you think he's doing here? Slurve? Second fastball.
I know. I think he's going to give him one more fastball. I think he's going to stretch out, give him another fastball. He's going to step off. Isai
Fixing
going to
his
get set.
shin protector. So Isai now throwing his armor on quickly.
No, he gives him another slurve, and
Yeah.
batter foul tips it. So he can do what he wants here, but if you slow down the bat, then what do?
Speed it up.
You speed it back up, Mike. So it's
Yeah.
an 0-2 count. I would look for something on the outside corner.
Yeah. Traditional pitch calling for the Jackrabbits on an 0-2 count is a high fastball. And
And
that's
that's what
exactly
we
what we got.
How about changeup outside corner now, Mike? I don't know. What do you think? He threw one already. The slurve's looking nice.
He's got to really be feeling it. Otherwise, that ball's going to be very hittable for
Right.
the Legends.
There's the pitch. And it's a swing and a miss on the slurve. Yeah, that's nasty today,
There's the
folks.
pitch du jour. Pitch
Yeah.
du jour. If you were a French restaurant chef, this would be on the chalkboard out front.
Yeah, I think that makes me think of putting on Ratatouille tonight, probably around 8:30, because that's when I hope we'll finally be back home.
No, and then you'd have Cole sitting there in the chair with the metal around his neck. But we get ahead of ourselves. There's a game to win here.
Cole's going to spike that one, and he's going to put his arms up as to say, why did I do that? So it's a 1-0 count to the 7-hole hitter. House of Pain playing in the background.
Yeah, they have some walk-up music for the other field.
Whitey Ford. Yeah.
I'm firmly in the no walk-up music for 12-year-olds camp. Ball outside. It's the first time
2-0
that
count.
Cole has thrown consecutive balls.
Cole's going to talk to himself, do a little bit of shuffle, and here's the 2-0 count. And he's going to brush the batter off. Batter gets out of the way. It's a 3-0 count right here.
It's the first time that Cole's been in any sort of
Trouble all day, yeah.
Yeah. And again, 3-0 with the bases empty is hardly trouble, but he has set a high standard for himself in his first two pitches. That slurve did not slurve? Or
So it's no, it looked like a fastball.
was that fastball just in?
Didn't get a good grip. It's a 4-pitch walk as a result to the 8-hole hitter. Number 9-hole hitter, 35, is coming up. And we'll see if the last time the Legends got a runner, see if Cole checks him. It's a 3-step lead. Cole checks. It's right to Joe. Joe doesn't put a tag down. There was no need to. Runner back in plenty of time.
Having questions about whether he is on the rubber or what do we got here? Oh, he's asking for the rubber to be cleaned off. That's such concern from the Legends coach here.
Cole just barked back at the. There's a lot of chatter from the coach.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
It's very nice of the Legends coach to be so concerned with the cleanliness of the pitching rubber.
3-step lead. Cole's going to fire. It's a strike. Isai releases it. It's off target this time, but gosh, how many guys in a row can you get? So it's an 0-1 count. Runner at second, one down.
No real concern here.
Like not exactly on the rubber. He's like an inch ahead of it. That you would get an advantage.
Bit of gamesmanship.
Cole with the 0-1 pitch. Oh, it's right over the outside corner. The ump doesn't like it.
That was the slurve again.
Yeah,
I
it's a
think
great
that one-
spot, yeah.
That one may have broke a little too much, which
Yeah.
is generally not a thing. But the Legends have been swinging at that and helping the ump out. That one, the batter did not.
And ump brings him up on the low fastball. Number 35 hasn't taken a cut yet.
Yeah.
And he's going to have to be defensive right now.
So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's right down the middle.
So what we know about number 35, not really looking to swing there. He
Yeah.
had 2 good pitches he should have swung at.
So is that 2 down?
We have 2 down.
That's
Runner on
Cole's
second.
7th strikeout of the day, 6th or 7th, I'm not really sure. And we got to get out of traffic here and get the bats back
I
up.
believe that's his 6th because we have the 1 pick off at second.
Okay.
For a total of, oh no, we have 8 outs. So yeah, maybe it is 7.
Cole starts him off with a first pitch breaking ball. Isai secures it. Runner got a little bit too aggressive at second, so Isai checks him. He's back to the bag. It's clean baseball. It's a 1-0 count.
I like Isai flexing there to say, you are not running on me, buddy. You aren't even going to try to make a good secondary lead.
Fastball in. This is the number 10 hole hitter. I'd like to see him challenge him with nothing but fastballs here.
Yeah, I think that's the right move. But let's get that over the plate. Okay, Isai asking for the count. Isai.
Cole's going to check him at second. Not much of a competitive move on that one. He kind of just skipped and jumped, throwed that to Ricardo on the right field side of center.
I would have kind of described that as a flop.
Yeah.
Quick pitch, ball high.
So if Cole can find the zone here, I don't think this batter's interested, but it's a 3-0 count as a result.
I wonder if the batter or the runner on second is messing with the timing a little bit for Cole.
Nope, it's a 4-pitch walk again, and it's going to bring up the top of the lineup. The runner's at first and second. So right now, Cole needs to be reminded there's 2 outs, and he needs to go get the batter. The Legends coach is going to have a nice, hard, long talk with this hitter, and he's probably saying, have fun.
I hope he's saying have fun. They are 12 after all.
Yeah.
And yeah, on Monday they're all going to go back to math class. So there's nothing but pride at stake here and a chance to learn to love this game. So let's hope he does.
So leadoff hitter, top of the lineup, shows bunt, pulls it back. Cole fires a strike. First pitch strike, 2 out. I don't think they're really bunting with 2 outs
With
at
2
this
outs, it would
point.
be strange. The reason you would do that is that you maybe then try to send your runner off second because Gianni comes crashing down.
Oh, he is. He offered at it.
There it is.
Curious play.
I don't know why you would do that. I don't know why you would do that with 2 outs. Why you would
Well, he can't be bunting with 2 strikes now.
2
so.
strikes and 2 outs. Yeah, you got to do this. I think you got to bring the slurve, right? That outside slurve. You feel confident in it.
I'd give him a high fastball, Mike. I mean,
Okay.
he just saw 2 pitches and he offered, and now his timing's probably a bit off. Give him the high fastball. See if he can protect. He shows it again, and he bunts it foul.
He's
That's
out.
strike
That's it.
3.
And that's the end of the inning.
That's a curious at bat. That's a
don't
curious
know
sequence.
why you would do that.
No, but as a result, we're out of trouble. That's the 7th strikeout of the game. We're going to the bottom of the 3rd with the top of the lineup. Curious decision.
No, that is not a first in baseball, although it's a.
It should be a last, though, sir. I
Yeah,
mean,
it, really, it really would be. So that was a very curious decision by the coach there. He actually took his own team out of that rally by having him bunt with 2 strikes.
I think we saw
the-
Cole
the-
get a bit wild and let your kid hit.
Yeah, I know. So now the it looks like definitely the manager is arguing that wasn't a bunt, that he was swinging somehow when it was clearly
He
a bunt.
offered at it,
It was
I mean.
clearly a bunt.
I
he
mean-
was saying, I guess the wrists were breaking and therefore it was a swing.
Well, but you know what? Here's the thing, Mike. If you're going to have your kids square up 2 times and at one of those times he offered at it, you're putting it in the head of the umpires that if he squares up again, he's offering at
It's
it.
a bunt.
I mean, that's
It's a bunt.
And
Yeah.
we're going to have a lot of conversation from the Legends coaches.
There's one thing I know, because we've definitely seen Coach Paul and Coach Hunter get pretty wound up about games. You don't really do yourself any favors. You don't really. These men who are calling games, they have literally millions of other things they could be doing with themselves. They don't need the $55 that they're earning for this game, or whatever, $85 earned for this game.
Yeah.
They're out here because they love the game. They don't want to be barked at or told how to do their job. They know how to play. I would bet that both of these umps have thousands of hours on the field. Either
It's
as
a good crew.
players- Yeah, as players or as umps, they don't need to be told what a bunt is. They know what a bunt is.
Yeah.
So, again, we got to put up a crooked number. Great top of the, not great top of the third inning, but getting out of the 3rd inning, top of the 3rd with no runs, means we now have a chance to win this inning. In steps top of our order, Joe. Joe doing all the pre-swing routines. Takes that ball high and inside.
So Joe grounded out to the. Did he ground out or he walk?
It was.
He walked at that first at
He
bat.
did walk in that first
Yeah.
inning. And then it was a.
Oh,
nice
Joe,
to center.
nice pop. Oh. The first baseman was standing on the bag. Joe
Crashed into him.
crashed into him a bit.
He should get second if it was interference.
Yeah.
I think it's probably unlikely we're going to call that. It's one of those. The umps are going to. Oh, wait. What do we got going? Oh. So, again, Legends coach having some additional words for the umpiring crew. I'm guessing that there was concern over the collision at first. This ump is the home plate ump has had enough, and he has called for play ball. And I believe he may have just, did he throw him out? He's gesturing as if he needs to leave.
Yeah, he just got run, Mike.
Yeah.
That must have been the fourth or fifth conversation,
And so the Legends coach has been asked to leave. He will need to. Is he not leaving? Oh, I guess he's going back to the. I heard him say go.
I thought I heard the same thing.
So throw over.
As a result, Joe with a beautiful leadoff hit. He's standing on first. Jorge's up. Jorge hit it to the right side that scored Joe. That was our first run of the game. So Joe's off to the races. Joe's sliding in safe.
That ball skips into center and back up by the shortstop. Good backup by the shortstop there.
Credit to that catcher. It was on the line. It was a little bit short. That's the second time we've seen his arm. I think
that was a much better swing than the first time.
Yeah, that was. I think there was improvement there.
Yep. So watch this weird step and pivot move.
Jorge found that one. Straightened that out. Great swing. Jorge tracked that ball the whole time. And
Jorge hit the double last time. That's what happened. He hit that double down the left field line just like that. And it scored Joe.
No, he grounded out to second.
Did he?
He did ground out to second. It scored Joe. Cole came up, singled. At that point, Teddy singled to center, but Cole got thrown out at second. But Cole, it was an RBI by Jorge in his first at bat to the right-hand side.
I'm so confused why that move, that kind of flamingo move, isn't a balk.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you take your front foot over the rubber, you have to go home. And he's taking it over the rubber and then throwing towards second. Well, the umps have made their decision, and so that will be enough of that.
Jorge to the left-hand side. Third baseman has it. Joe's going to advance. So one out, moves Joe over to third. So Jorge with productive outs.
Yep.
And he's moving runners along and driving them in. And
did Cole have the double last time?
Cole had a single.
Okay.
In 5-5 hole. So, excuse me, he had a single to
right.
To right, yes.
I thought that was Teddy who had the single.
Teddy had a single, one out. Teddy had a single to center. Cole was on first. Cole got thrown out at second. So Cole again takes first pitch, is inside, a little bit low.
First pitch strike. First pitch strike to Cole. But you know what? It ain't broke. I'm not going to try to fix it. Cole hitting plenty well this weekend.
So Cole. And Cole's going to drive that ball deep to center. And that's over the center field's head. And Cole's going to go to two. He can be standing up.
Yeah. Whoa, I wanted him to slide there.
Yeah. And Cole shows the ears. And you know what? Maybe it was barely over the head of the center fielder. Either way, that was going to play to run. Yeah. Whether it was a sac fly or not, I'm going to give him a double because he hit it over his head.
No, there was no glove on that. That ball is clearly through.
Yeah.
They've got Teddy on a shift now, the second baseman. How's that not a balk then? How's that not a balk? He didn't step off. Oh, I don't understand this rule at all, folks. This is so confusing. If the front foot crosses the pitching rubber, you have to go home, and he didn't do either there.
Oh, wow.
Strike on the outside
first pitch
corner.
strike to Teddy.
Nothing Teddy could do with that. I'm glad he didn't do anything. Yeah. They've got either the shift on or they got the fancy jump in behind move thing.
I think Teddy's going to shoot this right over the right fielder's head is what I think. And he wants to go to the right. It's out of play. It's off the gazebo. Eugene with an attempt. It's going to go straight to Cody. Cody picks it up. She's going to look at Isaiah. Isaiah takes the ball. And guys, I don't know how to score that, but it was well played all around.
It's an official foul ball in the scorer's book.
And right to the right fielder. So at this point, Teddy identified something. Cole had to wait to see if that was caught. He's going to advance to third. And I know my boy.
You know your boy. Ah, that was beautiful. Wait, that's my ball.
That's your boy.
This is Mike here.
I've been waiting from last year when you said, I think Cole figured it out. And he's going to the right field, but he isn't right field. So I didn't call it. I didn't really know, but
I just want to say thanks, Teddy, for getting that done. As a result, we got 1 out, runners on the corners. We're threatening. Christopher's at bat. Teddy's going to take this bag, I have no doubt, but I think the pitcher's going to throw over to third. Yeah. So,
pretty standard baseball playbook there to fake to
as
first.
I recall,
first.
when we played this team last year, they pulled that same play.
Okay. And probably to our credit, we probably got caught last year.
Yeah.
This year we did not. Teddy with not a huge lead, but a big enough lead. Throw down to third. That was the pitcher, or the catcher decided to throw it, even though it didn't make any sense necessarily to do that. As Cole had retreated to the bag. Second and third now. Chris, who had to put good wood on the ball.
Yep.
Strike two.
Strike two. So it's an 0-2 count. It's been a strike.
That's been a strike all day.
Yep.
No complaints. Just have the same strike zone. That's all I ask.
Yep. So Chris is really going to have to protect right here, and you want to hit it to the right side, and
Yes,
we'll
absolutely.
have an RBI. And he goes upstairs. Took a little bit off of that. It was straight.
Yep.
There's not much break in this pitcher, but he is trying to change speeds. So he's going to go low and fast again. And Chris has got to foul it off. Oh.
Ball high.
The pitcher puts his hands over the head. There wasn't a lot of break in it, but it was high.
I didn't think that was. I mean, that didn't challenge me. I mean,
No.
so surprised that the Legends coach didn't bark about that, as he's had thoughts on most all calls.
Yeah, and that's strike three. Because that's been a strike, and that's where you have to protect. Yep. You just got to foul that ball off or hit it to the right side. So Gianni, as a result, probably the hottest hitter on the team right now.
Yep.
Is coming up with 2 outs, 2 on, and we can really open this thing up here.
Gianni can really put a charge in this ball, and the right fielder's playing him as if he were much smaller.
So we got 1 in this inning.
Yep.
It's 3-0. We're threatening.
We got some serious ducks on the ponds here with a single scores 2, because with 2 outs, Teddy will be running.
Skips it, stays right underneath the catcher.
Good stuff.
Pitcher comes from the stretch, 1-1 count, the delivery. It's right in Gianni's eyes. He takes a hug, gets a small piece of it, but kind of more off the end of the barrel.
That ball actually moved the camera. I'm going to have to go fix that.
All right, it's a 1-2 count. Gianni steps in. Pretty close stance. Puts his hand to his mouth. He finds one. It's going to drop. It's a flare. That's going to store Cole. Teddy's going to go to third, and it's a 4-0 ball game. Gianni comes through again. He just poked that ball into left field, and it dropped right in front of the left fielder, about 25, 30 feet out of the infield, and he's on fire right now. And I think, Mike identified, I think anyone watching can identify how on fire Gianni is right now. And Aaron's going to get a chance to work with 2 runners on. Gianni's going to take second. Aaron's going to swing on that first pitch, and that's okay. That's what Hunter said he was supposed to do. Aaron's got a hold of that one. Drop. That's going to get through. Way to go, Aaron. Aaron's got to get the first baseman's on the bag. Aaron finds a way and continues to stay hot, going to the right side. So we score another run, so that's 5-0 Jackrabbits. We got Gianni and Aaron standing on first and second respectively, and Ricardo, who hit a shot to center in his last at-bat. Isaiah's going to come in to run for Gianni. Gianni's had a lot of work today, and we're going to see if we can move. Maybe we'll see a steal a third right here. Pitcher steps in, 5-0. It's an 0-0 count. Yeah. So Isaiah almost got caught on that one. He gets back to the bag. The second baseman was out of position, but that pitcher really does a good job of checking the runner. Oh, that's a balk.
That was a balk and a half.
Yeah, that was a balk.
Oops.
How's that not a ball? All balk. He just
Hey, on your pitch like that.
All right. Now, 1 second. Isaiah's going to take off the third. He needs to get down, and with a good slide, he's in. And that's why you bring Isaiah into the game right there, because he's going to take that.
I read the rules, and technically, he's not supposed to come in. No courtesy runners, technically.
In Kaba? Kaba, he subbed him, yeah.
So he's got to stay in then?
Yeah, he'll go. Well, it depends. He could be subbed out.
Okay,
so if it's
that's
courtesy,
different.
if it's courtesy,
It's different. The courtesy, it's a sub runner.
well, yeah, I don't know what that is, but I thought Kaba allowed courtesy runners.
No.
For the pitcher and the catcher, they
Pitcher
allow.
and catcher, I thought, yeah.
Oh, they do.
All right, so it's a 4-pitch walk to Ricardo. So we got Ricardo on first, Aaron on second. Isaiah came in to run for Gianni, stole third. He's standing at third. We got Jack at the plate. There's 2 outs. We got 3 in.
Step towards the pitcher.
It's 5-0.
Vamos, Liebres!
We could really open up this game at this point.
Let's go, Jack Rabbits!
Jack's going to swing through. He's going to step towards first. And he's just opening himself up. And when you
robs himself of
even if the bat finds the ball, there's no power with it.
Sub in, and then he just can't.
And that's a great swing. That's going to get over his up.
Oh, left fielder makes a high.
Hey, that was a
jumping
great approach by
catch.
Jack. Jack almost just wide open this game.
That would have been a base clearing double if that gotten over his head, but the left fielder makes a very good play. So as we go to the top of the 4th, we now have. I have 4.
I got 5.
You got 5. I might have. You know what? I missed Teddy. That's why. Let me go double check with the official scorebook. So.
All right, so Cole's going to come back out for the top of the 4th. Isai and Cole are still working together. From first to third, we've got Joe, Ricardo, Jorge, Gianni. From right to left, we've got Aaron, Jack, and Christopher. So everything remains the same here. We got 3 across in the bottom of the 3rd, and we were threatening, and we're ready to play ball. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So we're going to have the top of the lineup up for the Legends. And they've seen Cole once. We'll see how he does second time through the order. He's going to work from the windup, the delivery. And he's on it. It's a ground ball to Jorge. Jorge's got plenty of time. It's 1 pitch, 1 out. And that's how the game started. 1 pitch, and it was a lazy fly to Jack. It's 1 pitch again. And he rolled over to Jorge. So 1 pitch, 1 out. We're starting the 4th how we started the top of the 1st. And Mike, did you get confirmation on what the score is?
It is 5-0. And so we are sitting pretty as we go into the top of the 4th here. Of course, anybody who's watched 12U baseball knows that anything can change at any moment. So inning by inning, win every inning. That was a slurve that throw to the lefties. That's a new thing that Cole must be working on because he started that ball way outside.
You know, and honestly, I don't like that throwing that slurve to the left-hander because if you leave it over the plate, it's right in his bat path. I want to go outside and change up. So I think what the approach is for a left-hander, you want to pump fastballs either up and in or low and away, and then you want to throw that change up low and away. But the curve is going to break right into him, and that's not what we want.
Exactly.
So it's a 1-1 count.
If you were really feeling it, ball 2, if you were really feeling it, you'd start the curveball over the plate and have it dive towards the back left foot. But that is only if you're absolutely feeling it, because if you mess that up, it is a very slow, very hittable pitch down the middle. So I like the fastball changeup. Alternate that through and through.
For the lefty. So it's a 2-1 count. Cole's working from the windup. Number 2 hole hitter is ready. And he throws it again outside corner.
Really struggling with that curve. And just Tony, a shout out from Miss D on. Oh, wow.
And that's way outside. So they really went away to the left-hander there. The coaches were calling those pitches. I'm curious about the pitch selection on that, but you know, we got a runner at first as a result.
So on Team Reach, we got a thank you from Miss D. So D, we hear you and we appreciate your vote of confidence in our broadcasting.
Thank you, Miss D.
I'll be honest, it is truly my pleasure, and the fact that we are able to bring this to everybody is just a bonus. So
that's 5 straight balls by Cole. He's got to find the zone. Number 3 hole, we got runner at first.
With 1 down though, so still plenty going for us. Oh, I guess that slurve broke at the end.
So the zone's tightened up just a bit. It's a 2-0 count. I think he has been missing. But, you know, when you throw 6 consecutive balls, and it's a quick throw to first.
Runner's back safely.
Runner's back plenty of time. So it's a 2-0 count. Cole needs to get the batter. Let east side throw him out if that's what happens.
Yeah.
Needs to find the zone. Slide step, and it's right up the middle. Right to Ricardo. Oh.
Ricardo gets his glove on it, but it bounced off the glove and into center field. So everybody will move up 70 feet.
So that's a tough play for Ricardo. It was in his glove and then out of his glove. That runner was pretty fast down the line. I don't know if they would have turned too. So as a result, this is really first danger the Jacks have been in all day. It's the top of the 4th. It's 5-0, 1 out, 2 on, runners at first and second. And he's not getting that outside corner. Ishai shows it to him, so it's a 1-0 count.
Yeah, that I think was too low for where that pitch has been traditionally called.
It's a good ball.
Runner at second clapping his hands at Cole. Cole honoring that with a turnaround. Oh, that might mean you're out of juice? Or you're close to out of juice. I think you're close to out of juice. Because are you still blue?
Yeah, I'm still blue.
So you're just close to out of juice. We'll have to plug you in. But I don't know how to. Well, you're still good as long as you got blue. Blue means we can still hear you. So that's just a quick note. The microphones aren't lasting as long as I thought they were. I also didn't charge them between games. Shame on me. So we'll see how that's going to work. The charger's great, except for you can't. I don't think they'll talk and charge.
So Cole answers a 2-0 count with a strike. He walked out in front of the mound to put a line where he wanted to land on that one. Clearly he's preferred working from the windup today with no traffic, so he's working from the stretch now with a leg kick with runners at first and second. No slide step. And it's another swing and a miss, and that's strike 3, so it's 2 out now. That's Cole's 8th strikeout of the day. And so again, we got runners at first and second. 2 out.
Yeah.
2 on. Number 22 is at the bat. And now yesterday, 2s were wild for us. I hope that changes in this at bat.
Exactly. I hope we go no balls, 3 strikes, and we call it good.
So this is the 5-hole hitter.
Yep.
And he's ready to hit. And it's right down the middle. He was thinking off speed, and I think Cole fooled him a couple times that first at bat. And I think you have to think fastball and then adjust.
Well, 22 was definitely thinking something else besides a fastball down the middle because he didn't even move that bat off his shoulder.
And there's the slurve. I love the approach, 0-1 count. Now, so let's throw him a fastball up now and get a swing through, and let's get back to hitting.
Exactly. Cole doing a little dance with the guy on second, who was also doing a little dancing. Little baseball gamesmanship. Foul ball. I think that was the changeup. Do you?
Yeah, it was off speed. I like it. I like it a lot. He's going to be happy about this performance so far, but this is a big situation here. We got to get the bats back up.
This is a big one. This is one where you gotta really knuckle down and not worry about the kid at second who's clapping at you.
And he's swung for it.
Defensive swing there by number 22. Honestly, it was almost as if he was trying to keep the ball from hitting him.
So that's Cole's 9th strikeout of the day. We're going to go into the bottom of the 4th up 5-0. Jacks are playing great. Let's put another crooked number up there. And
5-0.
9.
Wow. And just a reminder that
was his 9th strikeout.
It's 10 runs after 4. So if the Jacks were able to put up 5 runs, they would run rule them. Otherwise, it's 8 after 5. Do you want?
Yeah. Do we need to
between innings? Let's just do.
Is that the right ball?
Yeah, let's just do that. So you'll have me between innings. We're going to try to power up the transmitters here.
No, nothing to do with innings. Yes, it has to do with that, but they're saying there's like a 3-game versus a 4-game format. I think 4-game might be 2 games each day of pool play.
Like a Friday and a Saturday, and then Sunday.
Okay. I'm going to bring Mark in here, a resident rule expert. We're talking about number of innings.
If I'm right.
Well, but we don't have any resident rule experts, so Mark, you're de facto.
So from what I can tell is, if it's a 3-game format, which is what this is, which is 2 games of pool play and then single elimination, there's no additional innings for the pitcher. The state tournaments and some tournaments are 4-game formats, which basically is like double elimination, right?
Right.
Two pools on one day and 2 pools on the next day.
Yep.
In that case, you get an additional inning for each extra game, starting with the 5th game.
Gotcha. But that would not apply here.
That would not apply today.
So it's 6 and you're done. That's what we get.
That's what we get.
All right. So with Gianni at 5 2/3 of an inning, he's done. I believe Jack has got 2 1/3. I think.
At least. He went 2 1/3 yesterday, I think.
He went the other 2 or 1 yesterday. I don't remember. So and then we're obviously into the. Is this I guess the bottom of the 4th?
Bottom of the 4th. So Cole should have 2 more innings left.
Yeah.
I don't think Joe's pitched at all.
Joe pitched
And
1 inning yesterday.
Did he pitch
Teddy,
one? And
yeah.
Teddy has not pitched.
Teddy has not
yet,
pitched
right?
yet, and Ricardo I think had 2 innings yesterday. So there's still plenty of pitchers left on
How
the
many
roster.
has Gianni pitched so far?
Johnny 5 2/3. So Gianni's
he's
done.
He could come in to save the whole
He
thing.
could come in to get the final out, but that's all he could do. All right, is 22 a new pitcher?
Yes. New pitcher, new catcher.
New pitcher, new catcher. Thank you, resident statistician, Sarah.
Hardly.
Software, guys.
Yeah.
I love rules. I like to know the stats.
If you'd like to know why Mark wants to be the rules, it's because he's a software guy. Oh, that ball hits Isai right in the shoulder in the back. So he wears that one. And we'll take first. So new pitcher, new catcher. New. There we go. So once you go blue, you should be broadcasting. It's trying to find the receiver right now. Isai will slide in safely. The throw bounces into center, and I think we spiked the second baseman on the slide. Time called.
Yeah, it's a bang play. I don't necessarily think Isai went in cleats up.
No.
But it was how the was that the second baseman or the shortstop?
Well, the
covering on
second
that?
baseman was covering. It really should have been a shortstop cover.
shortstop's ball, yeah.
So you had the second baseman kind of coming into the base at the same time in the same direction as Isai.
Yeah, that's
And,
unfortunate.
So definitely not an intentional injury there. I actually have a story while everybody takes a knee. So I used to play second base. I played second base most of my career. And I was covering second when somebody was stealing and slid into my left foot. And it hurt really bad. And,
Did you break anything?
It did not break anything, but my toenail made an appearance in my sock. which was pretty gross.
That's gross.
And that toe has bothered me.
Is your toenail? I don't want to get too personal on this broadcast.
Let me
but-
just say my toenail is not kind of appropriate for flip-flop wear.
So I shouldn't buy you sandals as a congratulate.
You would, yeah. When we win this championship today, yeah, I'm a strict closed-toed kind of guy. Yeah.
Mandals, as Sarah appropriately pointed out. I've never used the term mandals. Mandals. Okay.
I had a pair.
For the record, I don't want any mandals.
Out in front of my cousins about 15 years ago, and I still get shit.
Okay, so the top of the lineup's back up. It's a 2-0 count to Joe. Joe signals to Isai, don't go anywhere. There's no need. I got this.
Yep.
Jorge's on deck. Cole's in the hole, followed by Chris and Gianni when we get there.
Hey, you skipped over my kid, Teddy. Teddy's after Cole.
Teddy's
And
after
Chris.
Cole. Oh, my God.
Yes.
I think I should retire now, folks.
Absolutely not.
I'm so sorry.
Absolutely. It's just that we've been standing for a game and a half and talking for almost 3.5 hours nonstop. So you're gonna make mistakes every now and again, Tony.
I'm sorry.
You're human. You're human, Tony. Foul straight back.
Yep. Just found something here.
Yeah.
Jorge tosses the ball back to the catcher. Catcher back to the pitcher. Pitcher is number 22 on the mound now, by the way. 34 had a good ball game. I missed the pitching change.
Yeah. Top of the inning.
Yep.
So we start with a new battery, the new pitcher and catcher.
He's working from the stretch.
Ball's
And it's
high.
up and in.
They haven't called that all day.
They haven't called that all day. That's not.
That's
he
not-
likes it low and in. He likes it low and away.
Yeah. I
would.
would guess that this crew has some high school games because they definitely have liked the lower strike zone.
And Joe's gonna pop that one up to right. Right fielder's got a beat on it. He catches it. Isai's gonna tag. It's gonna come back in. Pitcher's gonna cut it off. Isai's gonna move up to third. Scary throw to the third baseman. Isai's disciplined. So Joe moves the runner along. He got good bat on the ball and hit it where he should. And great at bat. Great approach by the leadoff hitter on that one.
You're off by one batter.
I'm off by one batter. Oh, nuts! Well, I don't know how to fix that, honestly. I am off by one batter.
Jorge turns on that one. It's a deep fly. It's going to stay.
foul.
I think the wind blew that one foul, Mike. I don't know. But
might have
Jorge's
been.
really turning on the ball this tournament. I mean, everything is to the left side. And traditionally, Jorge's an up-the-middle spray gap guy, but he has turned a lot on this tournament. And, gosh, he's had some deep flies.
You know, it was interesting. There was a whole discussion about whether Jorge could see the ball. Because we had the big transformation when Gianni last year put glasses on. He went from being a decent player to really, as we saw, the man of the match last game. And there was some discussion whether Jorge needed glasses. I did not see him sporting any, but he certainly made great contact with the ball every time this weekend.
Absolutely.
What did we get? Isai just get hit with the ball there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or jammed his knuckles diving back in the third.
That's not what we want to see from our catcher.
No, we need that right arm. It's worth several outs a game.
Catcher is going to pounce on that pretty quick. I don't know if Isai got a good read on it. I don't think he would have been there anyways. It's a good decision. I just want to make sure Isai's okay.
Yeah. Is he still shaking that right arm?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sliding back in. Sliding back in.
Jorge's going to go down the left field line.
Oh,
It's just gonna, a little
what
bit
did
English.
Isai just do wrong?
Yeah. Well, where do you need to run, guys, when you're on third base? I think that's a good learning opportunity for everyone.
Yes, Jackrabbits, if you're watching this replay, Isai went into fair territory, thus putting himself at risk of being hit with the ball. If you're hit with the ball in foul territory, it's a dead ball, no worries. You're in fair territory, you are out.
Jorge's a little dribbler. The pitcher's going to have trouble. There's no one covering first. It's a race to the bag. He tags Jorge. That's going to plate Isai. So there's 2 out. Bags are clear. Number 34 is going to come up to bat. It's a 6-0 ball game now.
It is. And good heads up play. He was out. He got him with the tag. Good heads up play by the pitcher, recognizing nobody's at first and just going for the tag.
So, guys, there's always a question, when should I slide into first? If there's ever a time to slide into first, it's when no one's covering the bag. And at that point, Jorge had to run around the first base bag to get there. He's going to be out right there. So if, I don't propose you ever slide into first, but if there ever is a time to do it, it's when no one's covering the bag and there's going to be a tag play.
Yeah, and you try to slide under the tag.
Yeah.
Quite dangerous, though, to slide into first. So we don't want to see that too often.
So the pitcher and catcher had a quick conversation, and the first pitch was
A ways out of the zone.
Yeah, it's a
I think
ways
we can
out of
say
the
it's a
zone.
ways out of the zone.
So I think
But we scored one, right?
We did play Eastside, so that does give us a 6-0 lead.
so. Cole's 2 for 2 on the day, with a double and a single, and they hit Cole.
Right in the knee.
Hey,
I don't think that was on purpose. 22 comes over to swat him, say it's all right. We're going to give Tony a break here to go check on his son.
Oh yeah, they had the conversation. I mean, if they didn't talk to each other, I wouldn't think so.
The first pitch was above his head, too. Hopefully they're not playing like that. That's crazy talk. But the first pitch was way above his head. The next one hit him in the knee. It does feel as though there was a conversation there. So Cole is going to get pinch run.
Now that is an official courtesy runner and rules because of an injury.
Yeah. So is that who's on? Is that Javon? Javon steps in for Cole. If you want to go talk to Cole, you can go talk to Cole.
That's all good. He'll be fine. His mother's here.
yeah,
Teddy
Teddy's
with
gonna
the
make
swing
him
into
pay for
right
that.
center field.
Teddy's gonna make him pay. And
Oh, the right fielder gets underneath and it just hung up just a little too long. Really good play by the right fielder to get underneath that track it. That does end the inning. We go to the top of the 5th. Jack's up 6-0. And having some conversation here. Yep.
fine.
Cole, first one out to get on the field. He is not going to mess around here. We have some defensive substitution, it sounds like. I heard a 19 for 44. So that actually would have been, I think that's a resub, actually. I think we're going to take Isaiah out. And then, I don't know if you've noticed this, but every inning Jack has gone out and been a gardener. He's just taking care of all kinds of trouble, or all kinds of issues there at the mound. And it's ridiculous and silly, but it's worked, so I'm not going to fix it.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to fix it. It's they're ready to play.
We'll see if Cole returns the favor if we can get to the next ball game. And Cole's always been a good ground tender. There's a chuckle from the mound. I think he's ready to go. He's fine.
So Coach just barked at Jack to get out to center field again. He did it last inning and the inning previous. So Cole, with the first warm-up pitch, I was going to just see if he was landing gingerly on the knee. He was not. The first pitch was a really good pitch. So we are crossing the 1 hour 15 mark of this game. As
Top
we go,
of the 5th, Mike?
Top of the 5th. So 30 minutes.
It's got a good pace to this game.
Yeah, 30 minutes left if we're only going to get through 5. Otherwise, we'll go all 6 again.
Well played game by both teams for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, the answer, or the reality is Cole has had 3 pitches working for him, and the Legends haven't been able to put it together. And that's really the fundamental difference. Plus, good fundamental baseball by our guys.
Absolutely. Great fundamental baseball
Isaiah wasn't actually ever in the field at third base, was he? He just came in
for the third baseman.
for the third base.
He ran
but
for
never
Gianni.
actually played.
No.
Now I understand the rule.
Yeah. So it's a quick half inning, and we're going to see what we get in the top of the 5th, folks. It's going to be the same defensive alignment. Cole and Isai working together, pitcher catcher. First to third, Joe, Ricardo, Jorge, Gianni, and from left to right, Christopher, Jack, and Aaron.
And Teddy has been the designated hitter this game, which, to be honest, suits Teddy just fine. He just wants to hit and pitch. He hates playing in the field. Oh. Did they get him?
Officially,
Yep.
he's eligible to play any defensive position when he's the extra hitter.
Is that the answer?
Yeah, it's not quite DH. They call it different. It's called extra hitter. But he can play any position.
Interesting.
When he's in.
So Cole hits the first batter. There's a question if he actually hit him. He just needs to throw strikes here. And that's a single to right. It's going to be played by Aaron. Aaron, it goes through his legs. And they're going to hold him at second and third. Now we're in some real trouble. So it's going to be a single, and then it's going to be E9, and it's going to advance the runners to second and third.
Yep. First real defensive error for us today, and really first one of the weekend.
Yeah.
So it's going to happen. We've seen it happen. Oh, I guess Gianni had that throw in the first game too.
Yeah.
So
now you need to trade it out for a run.
yeah, trade down for a run. But Cole gets to throw from the windup here, so he's just a lot faster and a lot more accurate when he can get a little leg kick going. Okay. Trying to see if this is the same number that didn't take his bat off his shoulder last time. I don't think it is. He looks a little bit smaller. Ball high.
So it's a 1-1 count. Nobody out. Legend players at second and third from the windup, the delivery. And it's popped straight up, call it. And it's going to be out number 1 in foul territory by the catcher. Eastside with a huge play. That ball just hung up in foul territory. And really, Eastside didn't have to move that much. Cole was charging in, but that's Eastside's ball all the way. And I think from a catcher's position, you kind of want to turn to the back right there and then track it as the ball's coming back towards you. It was a great play by Eastside.
I mean, he picked that thing up quickly and was able to put the squeeze on. I was a little worried that ball might spin out of the glove.
First pitch strike to number 35. I think this is the batter you were referring to.
Is this the batter?
So this is the 9-hole hitter, and then 10's on deck. So we got to strand these runners and get the bats back up. It's the top of the 5th, and it's 6-0.
Yep. So last time didn't offer any pitches. This time he does. He pops the ball
straight up
to Ricardo.
Ricardo's going to catch it for out number 2.
Oh, I wish they had gone. They did not send the runner. Ricardo would have had that kid by a mile, but instead, runner on third retreats.
So Cole pitching to the bat, 2 quick outs. Same positioning, the 10-hole hitters up to the plate with a real opportunity to get the Legend team back into this with a good swing of the bat. Let's see what Cole works from.
So now we got 2 down. We don't have to trade a run for now. We can just get the 3rd out, keep the shutout going.
First pitch, high fastball. Eastside is going to back pick him. Gianni with a great scoop up, ice cream on that one. Is right in between the 5-hole if we're playing hockey, and he was all over it. So
you know what's beautiful about that? Gianni got down, got his knee on the ground, got his body in the way.
Ooh. And as I recall, Cole walked the 10-hole hitter last time to face number 34, and this kid never took a pitch. So he needs to find the zone and continue to trust his defense.
Yeah, exactly. Make this kid earn his way on. There's no reason to give him a free pass.
A delayed strike call. So it's a 2-1 count now. It's a nice pitch. Cole took a little something off of that and put it over the plate.
Cole has put the last 2 pitches right on the edge of the zone, so he deserves a ball and deserves a strike out of those 2. Which one's which, I'm not sure.
Heads! And that was a good cut. That was a great cut by number 21.
Yeah.
And so we'll see how much Cole is trusting the off speed because he set up perfectly for it. And
he's so far behind. I think I'd love to see a high fastball here.
And he swings and misses, and Mike with the correct call. That's Cole's 10th strikeout for the day. That's 5 innings of work for number 34. Well done, sir.
I've watched a few games of baseball myself. All right, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing on charge? Should I put you in here?
Yeah, plug me in, bro.
Okay. We have some spectators swinging by to say hello and making sure that while they were off getting a bottle of water, we didn't give up any runs. It's true, we did not give up any runs. So 6-0. We need 2 runs here. 2 runs ends the game. If we can get up 8-0, we could run rule the Legends. So
Is it 8 runs after 5?
8 runs after 5 according to my CABA rules. So we have 6-0. So we will have, starting us off, Chris and Gianni, Aaron. If we get past those 3, we will see Ricardo, Jack, and Isai. You guys, we're up 6-0. So 2 runs. We're in the 5th. So if we get 2 runs, we'll run rule them. How did this game end?
17-0.
17-0 to the Ballers. Okay. All right. Well, you guys will be in the finals then. There you go. All right, we just got confirmation, folks, that the Ballers were able to dispatch of the number 2 seed Slammers 17-0. So they will play us here on field 1. So that was quite a difference in runs than I would expect from a Slammers team. Do they run out of pitchers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just hit the ball well.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's problems with some of these tournaments where you go 4 or 5 games and you get to your you get to the championship or you get to the semifinals in this case because you got good pitchers, and then you run into trouble. So
They look good to start out with, but then
Slammers are always a good squad. Like those families pay a lot. They expect a lot of results. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go in the bottom of the fifth. Again, 2 runs wins the game for the Jackrabbits. Plenty of time left on the clock. Chris with a foul ball off to the right. And ball low and away. So Chris has had a decent day at the plate today. He's, I believe, 1 for 2. Had a rougher quarterfinals game. But that is going to get through into center field.
Out by number 9. You love to see that, man.
Yes.
For a couple reasons. He's figured something out, and that was a beautiful swing. But you want people on base when Gianni's up the bat, right?
Exactly. You don't want to. You want to give Johnny the chance to bring everybody in.
How about he ends the game right here at the 302 sign?
If he does that, I'll be the first to charge the field. That will be fact. Actually, I take that back. I know his father, and his father will be the first one on the field if he were to put one over the fence. But you know what? We have scored 6 runs today, not by anything big or fancy. It's instead by getting them on and getting them over. So, all right. So now 2 throws over to Chris. Does Chris know what the plan is here? Takes the pitch.
The pitcher tried to cut that ball right there. I think he was looking to get him at third with that cut.
I'm not sure what that pitcher knew what he was doing there, or that the throw was going through to second. So you may have missed this, but the Ballers were able to defeat the Slammer 17-0.
No shit.
So yeah, that's.
Sorry.
No golly.
No golly. Sorry, I was on mute.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah. So we'll be playing the Ballers.
The Ballers.
Should we score 2 runs in this inning?
Did we have a conversation with them earlier about what the setup was? Was that one of their parents,
I
Mike?
think it might have been, yeah.
Okay.
So there was some
a little bit of
appreciation.
foreshadowing.
Yeah, exactly. Some appreciation, some foreshadowing.
So Gianni fouls that one back off his shoulder, just grazed it, and
off the ump shoulder.
Off the ump shoulder,
Yeah,
right.
not Gianni's shoulder. 0-2 now.
0-2 count.
Gianni's got to be smart.
Christopher standing on second. Johnny's going to have to protect here and still look to drive the ball.
I do think a ball in the outfield is...
Johnny's all over that one.
Oh, my God, yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah. That's going to roll about 300 feet. Gianni's motoring towards third. And that pitcher hung that breaking ball. Oh, so I wouldn't speed up. I thought he was going to walk it off. Gianni remains on fire. Probably don't want to mess with Gianni right there.
Yeah, you know what? 5th grader carrying the team right this weekend for sure, which I love to see. So the official book just reminding the home plate ump that the winning run is 70 feet away. Aaron now, if Aaron is able to put the ball to the right side, that will end the game.
He's gone to the right side this whole time.
Oh, heads.
Brandon with an umbrella move. And you know, you like to see that because not only is he ready for pop flies to bounce off the umbrella, but for rain and shade. And
Did I hear you say that Ballers won their game?
Ballers did win their game. Yep.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Aaron moving
Scoots Aaron
out
off the plate. I mean, Aaron's been living on the right side this whole tournament.
He has.
It kind of seems fitting that it's going to find it right over the second baseman on this one. Aaron's ready. So is the pitcher. Here's the pitch on the outside corner.
That's the sort of pitch you'd want to see him hit to the right side. Again, a ground ball of any speed, even if it's just they get the out at first, should score Gianni if you have him running on contact. So we'll see what they've got. I would hazard a guess that there's going to be that strike 3.
And that's been a strike all game, Mike.
Yeah, no complaints from me. He's called that all day, every day, both sides. So let's be fair.
So there's one down now.
Aaron a little disappointed. Now is your suicide squeeze. Do you do it?
Why not, man? Because Gianni's running hard. He's running smart. Ricardo knows what to do with it. There's one down. they crash. It's going to be high and inside. No offering.
Now, if you remember, we saw the fake bunt and then the double to right center, I think it was, from Ricardo.
I want to plate this run, so yeah, absolutely, I want the suicide squeeze. Oh, pulls the bat back.
Throwing the ball high and inside again. Some suggestions from the Jackrabbits audience that maybe he just wears that. Honestly, I don't want to take the bat out of his hand. Jack has struggled, and he's in the on-deck circle. Oh, that is going to end the whole game. That is a walk-off double.
Hey, congratulations.
Well done to the Jackrabbits. That, my friends, is game.
Good game.
That is the walk-off double, scoring 8 runs after 5. 8-0 Jackrabbits. Amazing pitching performance from Cole to keep the shutout, and then just good, solid baseball from our entire lineup, top to bottom, to get 8 runs in. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back here very quickly. I got to charge all the equipment, but it looks like we will play in the Ballers for the championship, the May Madness Championship. Thank you so much for joining Tony and myself at Jackrabbits Broadcasting. Vamos Liebres. We will see you in probably